It's the National Football League. This is the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the third overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
Darnold looking to start with a pass. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Seahawks first down.
Again, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 7 yards there and a first down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Darnold. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darnold. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game, and nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Throwing again is Darnold. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
And they'll go again with ETN.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
A great play by Derek Hall to drop him behind the line of scrimmage.
They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second and 1 now from the 21. Again, it's Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's one way, and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give, it's ETN off the option. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Lawrence looking middle, and that's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Take Bigsby. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
At the 35-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Valdez-Scantling in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
He was brought down by Jerry and Jones. It's a gain of 6. And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, Darnold. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Darnold. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
To throw is Darnold. This is the tight end Fant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Walker once more. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. They'll try and run. Walker, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. ETN up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Lawrence going to throw again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Here's Walker to start the drive.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
This is 2nd and 8. Darnold down to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Thanks at 24. 48.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now Lawrence, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Now the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw. Lawrence. Now he's flushed out left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. This is Fant on the short completion. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the 50, it's Darnold. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
Screen play. Here's Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Kobe Bryant
able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
51, come on. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Faking the give, Darnold. He completes this to Walker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the 1st half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Darnold on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
2nd down and a yard. From the gun, it's Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
It's been a struggle for the guys on defense trying to figure out how to get off the field. And now after that run, they're confronted with at least 4 more plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker with another carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are back within a score. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Thomas will come in motion right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. Another tote for Etienne.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Third down and 1.
In motion right is Thomas.
They'll run with Etienne.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Second and 7. They'll try the left side with ETN. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Draw play, ETN. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Darnold has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Seahawks 1st down.
51, Mike 51. Silver. 51 for Mike, 51.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Now Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards for number 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10.
Here's Darnold. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. That one goes for 24 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play action. It's Darnold. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Now Myers for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Now ETN to start the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Lawrence will throw. A short throw there to Strange. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
Now Lawrence on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Lawrence. His throw incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a run with Walker. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Try to take this home. They'll run.
Yeah, not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the punt, 2 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down 28-27, a minute 45 to play. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Throwing now, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's brought down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. They'll come up first and 10 here. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll come up now on second down. Lawrence. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now first and goal. They'll run with ETN. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10. One last throw now for Darnold. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.